Welcome back to the Mike Brown Morning Show, heard here on the Urban Uplift. Hey, I told you all day that we got a special interview today. I actually got one of my childhood friends here, and you might remember him from the Mike Brown Morning Show before, but none other than Jevon Long. And I just found out today that he goes by Joe. But welcome to the show, everybody. What's up, man?
Hey, how you doing, bro?
Man, pretty good, man. So we just gonna get right into it. We've been talking about it for the whole show about insurance.
Yes.
And so now we have an insurance professional. So
oh, thank you.
Well, that's what they said. It still remains to be known for me. I don't know.
Yeah, I sell life insurance, but I know a few things about insurance.
Okay.
So
all right. So we just want to get into the conversation, man. So since that's what you specialize in, let's start there.
Okay.
So just tell us a little bit about life insurance.
Life insurance right now is a must. You gotta have it, obviously. I've been doing it for about 3 years now.
Okay.
So it's been a life-changing opportunity for me. I'm actually a life insurance broker, so I sell for many different companies. So I'm kind of like the Travelocity of life insurance. Yeah.
So that means, okay, so that's pretty dope. So if somebody comes to you, you can say, well, in your situation and your age and whatever you got going on, this company is best for you.
Yeah, so typically how it works is I get a person to call me, or I sit down with a person and see what their budget is and what they're trying to accomplish, because you got different types of customers. And what I mean by that, for somebody that don't know, is you might have a person that wants life insurance to cover the value of the home because they just bought a house. So we call that mortgage protection. Or you have a person that wants to get life insurance just to be buried. We call that final expense, because basically, even though you're already gone, that's your final expense before you transition into trying to figure out whether or not you're going to heaven or hell. So,
right.
And then you have the type of person
that's insurance, right?
Yes. Then you have the type of person that just wants to leave some money. They already got enough money stacked up, or they already got their funeral arrangements already taken care of, and they might want to leave a child $10,000, or they might want to leave a spouse $50,000 or something like that. So it all depends on what the person is looking for. And I basically sit down with them, see what they want, see what their medical issues are, because no matter what people tell you, life insurance is based off of age, whether or not you smoke, and your health.
Even with Obamacare, it's still based on those things.
Yes.
I'm glad you said that, because a lot of people think or thought just because Obamacare, you just get insurance.
No.
I mean, but that's more so about health insurance
Yes.
anyway. But we're talking about life insurance specifically.
Yes.
So you mentioned, so you just mentioned a few different kinds of life insurance.
Yes.
You said final expense.
Yeah. Mortgage protection.
Mortgage protection.
Sorry.
His phone ringing.
Sorry.
You said...
I'm sorry, I forgot to put it on vibrate.
Okay, final expense, mortgage protection. Now, I want to ask you a question specifically about something that I've learned or heard when the whole COVID outbreak kind of first started.
Okay.
There was a thing that I heard for the first... it wasn't for the first time, but it resonated with me, and it was whole life insurance.
Yes.
Now, and I need you to help me out on this.
Okay.
My understanding of it is... it's a insurance policy that you can draw from.
Well, this is the thing with whole life insurance, because I got a lot of people that call me and say, I don't want term, I'm against term, I want whole life. And that's because a lot of times we don't know. If it's a person that's seasoned, a little older, I prefer for them to get whole life insurance. But if it's somebody that's around our age or in their early 30s or close to getting 30 years old, I like to tell them to get a term policy, because you can get a lot more for your money. Meaning, say you want to spend $50. Just an example, this is not true, don't quote me on it. For somebody that's 30 years old that want to spend $50, they might be able to get a policy that's worth $200,000 without having to take a physical and everything being approved. They get $200,000, meaning that if anything happens to them, long as they don't have any pre-existing issues, which I will go over and make sure they don't have, if something was to happen to them, their family would get $200,000.
Okay.
But you take that same person and put them into a whole life policy, and they might be able to get a whole life policy for $50,000. The $50,000 policy they're paying into for the rest of their life until they die, meaning that might go into that $50 might go into $30,000 that you done put into it just to get $50,000 back, when you could have took that money and put it into stock or into an IRA or a Roth and made more
money off of it.
Yes. So I typically try to look at, like I said, and evaluate the person and what they're trying to do. But a whole life policy goes all the way through your life. Now, where people go wrong is they say, okay, I got a whole life policy for $75,000. That's fine, but with the whole life policy for $75,000, you can't borrow $75,000. It's only a certain percentage that you can borrow.
Oh.
But a lot of people don't know that, and they don't tell you that.
So, it's only based on how much you've paid into it.
Yes.
Right?
You can only draw money from it after 2 years being into it. And like I said, it's only a percentage.
Because in 2 years, if you got a $75,000 policy, in 2 years you probably only paid
$2,000.
$2,000.
Yeah.
So then that means that you can only draw
probably about $1,000, hopefully, if not a couple
and then
hundred.
that deducts from the 75. So if you drop dead tomorrow, then now your benefit is 74,000.
Yes. True.
Okay. Now, can you have a whole life policy and then another?
I tell people like this: life insurance policies is like the vehicles you want. However many vehicles you want to pay for and drive, that's how many policies you can get.
So you can have as many life insurance policies as you want.
But this is the thing. Okay, so you can have many different policies. So you got Mutual of Omaha, you got New York Life, you got Mutual, Cigna Mutual, you got other different companies, Transamerica, Americo. You got different companies that you can have all of those. But you can't have more than one in the same house. Meaning you can have a term policy and a whole life policy from the same company, but you can't have two term policies
from the same
same
company.
company.
Gotcha.
Or if it is, it's a cap. So say, for instance, like my kids. I took out a whole life policy through a company, and I found out that I wanted to max it out at $50,000. But I found out that his grandmother had $20,000 on him, so I could only do $30,000.
Gotcha.
Because they wouldn't pay me $50,000 and pay his grandma $20,000.
Okay.
Then it's $70,000.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey man, this has been very informational, and I got to bring you back because we've already run out of time for today.
I talk too much.
But no. I mean, it's needed, and I wish we could keep going. But in the meantime, how can a person contact you?
They can contact me via email at jevon.long@yahoo. That's Jevon, jevon.long@yahoo.
You know, you just told your age, right? Because you said Yahoo.
Yes.
Nobody uses Yahoo anymore. You Gmail probably got that in high school when you were applying for.
Well, actually, no, I didn't. I did it afterwards, or they can call me on my phone.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure.
And he's married. Oh yeah, they see a ring. Okay.
You'll be able to put the link up. Yep. Sunny Long don't play that. Yep. You can Google her. She just got out not too long ago. No, I'm playing.
Okay. So they can email you or they can give you a phone call.
Yeah, I'll be able to give you my link to my information.
All right, cool. It's been the Mike Brown Morning Show, folks, here on the Urban Uplift. We'll see you tomorrow.
You on the mic with Mike.
Wake up. Right here.
The Mike Brown Morning Show.
Wake up, baby, when you wake up, hit it in the morning.
Heard weekdays 7 to 10 a.m. Eastern Time, right here on the Urban Uplift.